Welcome back to the Olga S Pérez show. I'm your host, Olga. How you doing? I'm going to show you guys a little later. I'm wearing my t-shirt, but it's funny because with the green screen, I didn't realize the yellow. This is yellow, guys. I don't know why it's shown up as black. You think I would have tested it. I was like, no brainer. It's going to work. It's going to work. How you doing? All right, guys. Well, I got a special show for you today. Of course, we're going to talk about what's happening, some things that are happening in the world, like many of you probably already know about Alex Jones. I kept seeing it from like yesterday, today. It's like, is it real? Is it real? You just can't trust anything anymore. I mean, besides the fact that we have all this technology, that videos, all this AI stuff, we don't know. I mean, anything can be so fabricated, right? Lies and whatnot. But anyway, I'm going to talk a couple things. But the main thing I'm going to talk about, and I want to talk to you guys about it, so please make sure to comment. Your comments are my fuel. I do read them, and I will respond. We're going to talk about YouTube and how they're coming after a lot of people. Like just today, I saw Chrissy Mayer posted on X, Twitter, that she was going to be on the quartering. And I was like, oh, I used to follow the quartering, but I just, some people, although I want to, I subscribe to them and I want to follow them, but then I never have time to watch their content. So I don't really watch his content. I don't have anything against him. But I saw that she joined his new show. I think it's like, TISM is like TISM. I forget what it stands for. The Salt something Mines, something like that. Anyway, and they were talking about how, he's been always trying to move things to Rumble and get people to move things to Rumble. So once again, guys, after my last reaction video from last week, so, I had to dispute it as always. And then it kind of like, all right, while it's under dispute, they kind of let me monetize it. But like I said, we're talking pennies, nothing that's going to change my life. But, and then after a week, not even a week, they came back, I think it was yesterday, and they're like, no, your dispute has been rejected. And see, if you file an appeal and they still consider that you infringe on their copyright, then you can not only get a strike on your channel. I mean, YouTube does whatever they want. It's a private company. So I just wanted to let you guys know whether you pay for them, like if you pay for like to not get ads or whatever, either way, you're the currency for them, right? Your eyes, your attention. And they can just do whatever they want. And like I always say, we have the power. It's not just to support the channel, become a member. Hello, plug in right there. Become a member. Because I'm coming to the conclusion, I cannot do this. And I love doing it. I enjoy what we've created together and the community and all your support and your wonderful comments. And, so you don't always have great comments. Like you're not going to make everybody happy. But at the same time, people get out of the way to just be nasty. It's not constructive at all, which I've talked about many times. But the point is, now until I get 100 subscribers, whether it's joined, and I don't mean 100 subscribers, obviously you becoming, subscribing to the channel, liking and commenting is consistently telling YouTube that we want this content. Okay. So that's a no-brainer, right? And it's free. But then as far as, any day you can just wake up and not find me, which is the other reason I want you to follow me on Rumble. The link is in the description below, or you can just look up Rumble Olga S Pérez. I'm also on Twitter so far, right? But that you never know. That's why I also created Locals, which is another format of Patreon. But see, Patreon screwed up a lot of people, especially during 2020. I know people that sued them, that didn't get money. They actually, even if they won, they spent more money on legal fees. So join me on Locals. I put the link also because I'm going to do a restream after this live, just to get more personal and more unfiltered, uncensored with you guys. Know that, like, when we're over Locals, we're talking, like, all of you. I read everybody's comments, and it's all about us. And then some. So join me on Locals. But yeah, I'm going to do, I actually was going to prep the tab right now. I guess maybe I'll do it in a little bit because I didn't prep it. But I was trying to find a way where I can post during the live account of either subscribers, members, and that, okay, if I don't do it today, then I'll definitely do it moving forward. But until I get 100 members, and that could be 50 members on YouTube, 50 members on locals. It's up to you. It's up to you. But unless I get 100 members a month, right? So meaning, yeah, you can just join for a month and then peace out, whatever. But you could also to donate, to support my work, to tip me, buy me a coffee. The link is also in the description below. And I know people don't want to be me talking about sales. I totally get it. Whether it's my merch store, which I just had a sale. I don't know if you guys missed it. It ended yesterday. That's another way of supporting my work, my channel. But at the end of the day, nobody works for free. I mean, I used to be a server years ago. I mean, it's the worst thing in the world to spend this whole time, 2-3 hours at the table, and then they give you very little, even when they tell you you were wonderful. And it's a, $100 tab and they give you $2. I mean, not everybody, but it happened. And I'm hearing from friends and even my interns that have worked for me, like I'm hearing all kinds of like how it's just getting crazier and crazier, worse and worse. People are making no money and people don't want to work for no money. It makes sense. We all got bills to pay, right? But yeah, YouTube doesn't pay me. And if I don't have a sponsor, and if anybody knows of a sponsor or wants to sponsor me, let me know. Reach out to me. My email is also in the description below. Yeah, I need you guys to show me, hey, we want more of your reactions. We're going to become a member. It's $3. It's less than a coffee a month. You know what I mean? Because I can't come with the same energy. I can't come with the same energy that you guys, I believe, like, right? Because I don't think you're coming for the looks, right? I don't think most of you that are totally into reaction channels, I'm sure you watch other channels versus just all reaction channels. Maybe some of you just watch nothing but reaction channels, and others of you have a mix, all that stuff. But, here we got people, the Ben Shapiro's, whether it's the Blaze. I mean, there's all these channels that they're not giving you this content for free, and they need it. I mean, we all need it, right? Everything costs money. Our time is money, everything, right? But I want my shit to still be real and raw. And it doesn't matter. I really don't have, not yet. Like once the channel or I get more memberships and I can monetize it or get more for my work so I can sustain it, then yeah, maybe I have more time than to not do the live reactions, just do them by myself, edit them and post them and make it so that they get less flagged or whatnot. But see, I'm sick of this shit because these artists should be thankful for people like us. And that was the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to like tag all these artists that I've already done in the description below, hoping that they also hear this message or join us live. But it's weird stuff because the fact that they came after me for a video from 2 years ago that even the artist himself posted a comment, and I pinned the comment. That's Tyson James for the two genders one. Oh, what a coincidence. We're on what kind of month? Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the month because you know what? Pride is not a good thing. I mean, I'm a coach. I'm a consultant. I mean, when I help people, one thing is that I tell them to let go of their pride in order to get through something, let go of something, So the whole concept of pride, and don't come and tell me, because I've been around that, the neighborhood, that's literally what they call it, an area where there's just a bunch of, LGBT, people, and I'm always there. I've been there for years. I used to never miss Pride event. So much fun, but not in the past 4 years because it's just not what it was. And again, they're just taking it to another level. And I'm not a hypocrite. And again, if it was still fun, but it's just not. It's gross, and it's because it's like when you what's the word I'm looking for? I had it in my head and it left me. When you applaud bad behavior, you get more of it and it gets worse. It never gets better. So what I mean by bad behavior is just not everybody out there that's doing it and showing up for themselves and coming out and being proud of who they are. I'm all for that. But a guy wearing his whitey tighties and like around kids and like, swinging it, that's got nothing to do with that group of people, if you want to call it that. I'm not coming at you with religion or politics or anything like that. I used to be a teacher. I work with kids. That's not something that children can handle. And not all parents think alike, right? Not all parents are good parents. Sorry, but that's the truth. Not everybody's a great mechanic or a great whatever, okay? We all do the best that we can. And that's great. But for a group of any group to want somebody to be accepting, tolerant, if they wanted equality, then equality means you got to like what people think different than you, because that's what you're saying. Oh, we got to be equal. Diversity, inclusion. Okay, well, that also means that the people you don't like, right? Because it all should be diverse. It shouldn't be, okay, let me take that back. It's not about whether it should or shouldn't be. It is a fact that when you are not tolerant of anybody, no matter what their background, religion, politics, whatever, their culture, their age, their sex, doesn't matter. Nothing good comes from it. So the first thing to do when you want people to tolerate you is to tolerate. Unless it's a crime, right? Unless they're hurting you. Yeah, see, we can go on and on and on. But yeah, today I wanted to talk about the fact that, like, for example, I'm going to share something that's classic. I've mentioned this before in other live streams, but this just happened to pop up in my feed. And I was like, it's funny. I was going to look for channels of people, content creators, especially on YouTube, that have literally either they've already died off for different reasons, or they just get burned out and they get out of the game, even when they have had, thousands of millions of subscribers. And my thing is, we have to take a responsibility as an audience to support people in a way that they don't harm themselves. And the fact is, there's too many content creators that have lost their mind and they're still at it. They're so in it. Because most people, just like, you ever seen like, I think it's not just Mariah Carey, but I remember, hearing her in an interview saying, people that come straight out of American Idol, they can't usually handle this. Even if they can prove themselves and they win, or they're in the top 5, they can't handle this. They didn't work from scratch in dive bars and crazy places, and they didn't grow and get really strong or have a support group like Mariah Carey says her mother was very supportive. This isn't happening here in YouTube. YouTube's the entire social media platform is not about wanting you to be happy or for the content creator to be happy, even when they're saying and they're giving you all these incentives to keep coming back. Because again, even for people like me that I go, I just won't do it for the money, but I'll still come around because I want people to find me so we can find like-minded people, or maybe somebody who doesn't know which side to take, or like if they're understood. I wanted to be another voice that I know I will never say, and that I'm strong enough, I've suffered enough, that I know this will never happen to me. And here's where I'm going to screen share. And tell me, guys, if you know who this is. Many of you, I'm sure, maybe don't have any clue, but you've seen something similar. Because I can go here all day and share like hundreds of channels. But how about this guy? Who knows this person? I'm going to look at your chat right now. I'm going to play this video in a second, but does this look familiar to you? Do you know who this is? Okay. And this was a post on Instagram, how it started, how it's going. I've seen this so many times. And we've already seen this like before 2020. Okay. So we as an audience have a responsibility that, just like we want like big celebrities with, a lot of influence like Taylor Swift, to know that, you do have a responsibility to your audience because they look up to you. They do follow you. They do listen to you, which is why they're used so often, and all kinds of advertisement, especially politics or anything that literally does not help you at all. One of the things I love that I kind of joined up in for a second, which I'm still going to follow through, is the Blackout 2024 on TikTok. I know, but do we do it? Like, what if everybody stopped buying products like many of you are watching this or going to watch this, hopefully, and maybe you drink a drink like Monster Drink. Why? It's not good for you, but you enjoy it. Okay. But my question to you is, are you happy? Is your life better because of it? Do they pay your bills? Do they pay your taxes? Do they pay anything for you? See, that's the thing. That's where the wave needs to change to how we purchase things and stop consuming all kinds of products. We don't need any of them. And in fact, we should be looking at our water department wondering, what are you putting in my water? Like, what are you putting in my food? And again, community-based, local farmers. It's very easy to take power and we don't even have to go protest. If we don't consume, if we take our money out of big banks and we put them in a local bank, a smaller bank, a credit union, there's so many ways. And I know it can be overwhelming. It's like everywhere you look. All right, well, I'll get back to it in a second, but I want to see real quick. Who's here? Welcome, Rocco. Great to see you. So happy that you sound happy to see me. I'm happy to see you too. Like I said, I am live on Rumble and on Twitter. All here. Here's another. Yeah, that's so weird why would that come out black? Anyway, how you doing? That's a sticker. Stickers are cheap. That's another way. Go on my merch store, get a sticker. Put it on your mug, your cup, your book. Windows calendar. There's all kinds of places you can put a sticker. Excuse me. I'm a little parched. Okay. So welcome, Rocco. Hey, Nijo. Live time. Yeah, baby. Samahaman. Great to see you and thank you. See, what a wonderful crowd. Look at that. Everybody's so loving and caring and shouting out to everybody in the live chat, even if I'm not there yet. Yes, thank you, Rocco. Locals, locals, locals. Hey, welcome, member. Thank you for your support. You know, I always got to wait when I say your name, right? I got to go, Balislav. Hi, guys. Hope you're having a great day. You see what I mean? I didn't even see that until this moment. The Rational Texan. How you doing? Yes, thank you. Thank you, the Rational Texan. Yep, Patreon is a wolf in sheep's skin. Exactly. And don't get me wrong. At this point, I'm going to create the restream on my own website. That's it. We don't have to use locals, but I think it's very convenient. There's so many other creators that use that content. I'll go back to that video in a second. So anyway, and again, when you sign up there, I have access to be able to email you if anything happens there. We will never lose touch unless the whole power grid goes down and no Wi-Fi and no electricity. Then I'm with you in spirit. Don't give up. Don't give up. Do not comply. So yeah, they're coming after me. They're coming after a lot of people. I was already shadowbound to begin with. And I can't thank you enough, all of you, for all your love, your support, whether it's through the comments, the membership, all of it. I never take 1 second for granted. And if you know me, you know I always give a shout out. Hey, well, I don't know what this means. Anybody can translate? Hope it's not a troll, because we got nothing but love in this channel. Eric Spiro. Ooh, look at this. That's so exciting. Estoy aquí doing some day drinking and watching the show. What's up? Awesome. So cool. Well, I'm glad you're laughing, honey, because see, that's what I mean. So maybe you don't like everything I say. Maybe you don't agree. Who cares? We're not supposed to agree with everything. And maybe you just jump in to just say hi, and hopefully my face, my goofy face, whatever I do, makes you smile. That's ultimate. That's my ultimate goal. The reaction to me is like a bonus. It's like, hey, Olga, react to that. I do enjoy them. You guys, for the most part, steer me in the right direction. I like all your suggestions. But yeah, no. I will continue to come live, and I will show you my membership numbers. And the day I hit 100, because after 2.5 years, I can't get 100 members for $3. Are you fucking kidding me? And then I got YouTube. I did reach out to Tyson James because after I peeled it, it came back, but it just looks like, I don't know if he's got new management or somebody else is claiming his music. Maybe he doesn't even know about it. I reached out to him on Instagram. I did not check to see if he has replied. Let me see. I've been very busy. I've been nonstop. But I was like, man, if I don't see you guys once a week, something's wrong. Like, I can't. I love you guys. And, oh, wait, I got a message. Hold on. Nope, not yet. I sent the message to Tyson James yesterday. So let's talk about these guys. Who knows these guys? And let me play the video for you. This little clip. And please let me know if you can hear it because I want you to really hear. Why is it playing and it doesn't? Where is the... There we go. There we go.
You ruined my life. You're not sorry. You're never sorry. You never changed. You ruined my life.
He's got over 3...
I'm sorry. You're lying. If you were sorry, you would change. You ruined my life. You ruined my life. You're not sorry. You're never sorry. You never changed.
There's another clip. I might...
You ruined my life.
I don't know if it was the... I don't think it's the same clip. But it could have been the same episode where this guy was like... So this is cut short.
I'm sorry.
That's it. Yeah, I'm sorry. There you go.
You're lying. If you were sorry, you would change. You ruined my life.
Yeah. How's he going to change? You know how's going to change? When people stop supporting this behavior. I don't want him to be ruined. I don't want him to lose his audience. I don't want him to lose his subscribers and his income. But what the fuck is this? And there's hundreds of channels, not just this mukbang, but just everybody. Just young people, especially in their 20s. But if this guy started probably in his maybe mid-teens, late teens, he had no chance. Unless the audience, yeah, he could quit, right? You think that's easy? Go ahead. How many of you didn't quit during 2020 or 2021 when we were put in shame and all kinds of shit? I lost a lot. And I'm not going to apologize. And I'm not going to change because I know I listen to my soul. And I know that no matter what, nothing can make me feel good except me. Not money, not acceptance, not so-called success, because define success. If you're successful and you're miserable, you're not successful. You have to be happy. And the one way to be happy is to be strong and not need anybody's approval. But when you're in your 20s, dude, those are the years of discovery. I say this to my clients that are under 30 all the time, especially my interns, when they come to me with every issue, whether it's a job or their family members or they're dating, whatever they are, or their relationships. I always bring it back. And I go, listen, I know that you're like, oh, I went to college or this, or now I'm 26 and I should have this and I should have that. And I get it. Been there, done that. But the truth is, nowadays, your 20s is a discovery decade. Then you start to get a clue. First thing, by 30 is that you know what you don't want, or you should anyway, or you're not growing. So you're just existing. I get it. We're creatures of habit. We're also creatures like monkeys where we imitate. You can see it all over TikTok. Things will sell more. Sell. You know, so everyone wants to look like this person or wear that outfit or, oh, why do they look so good? Oh, it's that cream. I'm going to buy that. Everyone's imitating. Even unconsciously, they're not doing it on purpose. This is why they manipulate the AI or the bots, the algorithms, to the point that who hasn't heard John Dorsey? A lot of people started posting, or John, correction, Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter. He's like, yeah, we got to dial it back. So I'll put it in my words. Who hasn't seen it? Let me know. Who's seen it? Again, if you're watching this live, let me know in the comments, in the live comments. If not, like I said, make sure to comment. I will read your comments and I will respond. So whenever you're watching this, don't be shy and let me know. But so you would think like, oh, why are you dialing it back now? Because there was a lot of people. I was saying those things. I just wasn't on YouTube yet, but I was saying those things. Yeah. Back, since the whole social media thing, 2014, 15, 16, about this is going nowhere good. And if you can see, I posted enough on my social media so that people would get to know me, so that if they would look me up, they would be like, oh, they get a vibe from me. Other than that, I don't keep up because I just know. It's not meant to do anything good. Even when the few people that are like, I made so much money posting on Twitter. Yeah, but it's all TNA. I believe like now it's like from where it was before and just photos and great for photographers. The photographers used to love that. We're talking like back in 2012, 2013. And now it's basically corn, if you get what I'm saying. Twitter's supposed to be the town square, but it's not. People don't talk in real life, face to face, the way they do on Twitter. So the fact that they keep calling it, it's the time, what is it? Yeah, it's the public square. No, it's not. It's similar. And that's a far stretch. So no. So everywhere you look, nobody's themselves, nobody's authentic. And how do those most people like Ben Shapiro's and all the bigger channels and the people that you know and the names that you know, why are they where they're at? Because they tell you what you want to hear every single time. They tell you the news you want to hear over and over and over again. No better than the legacy and, mainstream media. No. And they're clearly the main alternative media doing exactly the same thing. Not because, can they not be more authentic? Can they not be more creative? No, it's because all of us, are been so conditioned that they're just going with the template that works. And they don't give a about you, because I want to know. I want everybody to come to me and tell me which channel has changed their life. And I mean the talking ones, like Tim Pool, Tim Cast, even Tucker. I will say Tucker, not that I watch all his content and every single inch of it, but I could see that there are some things that you can learn and kind of get insight to change your life with on some of the content and interviews and the things that have been exchanged. But for the most part, what are they doing to change the landscape of our life? Our gas prices, inflation, migration. What are they doing? Oh, at least they're letting you know. Well, how many fucking times do we have to hear, yeah, we got a crisis at the border? What happened? What was everybody talking about yesterday? Biden pooping his pants, allegedly. And Macron, whatever. This guy, Macron, who I guess he's like all about being war. Like I'm all about, basically being the next general. Like, who does that sound like? From France, history. If you don't know your history, you got to know your history. Because as humans, we do repeat history. It's just in us. Whether it's by design, by the creator, the universe, however you want to look at it, or whether it's our DNA, instinctual nature. But most people want peace. Most people want equality. Even monkeys display it. They don't like somebody having it all, having more food than the other. They get pissed. There's no democracy. Not that I don't agree with democracy, but again, what is democracy? If the majority of the group, as it happened in 2020, 2021, you need to get this. We need to violate your personal space with my body, my choice. So if the majority, which was literally about 75% of people worldwide, so democracy is a majority. Like the majority's ever made? Not ever. I take that back. Hold on. Because I was going to say two different things and it just mixed. But no, the majority's not always right. That's why I listen to myself, my gut, my heart. You have it too. We all have it. So what are we doing? I get it. What do? You're bored. You get up. You go to YouTube. You start watching shit. But look at that kid that I just showed you. Look at them. They're not the only ones. Please send me a link of anybody you could think of on YouTube, specifically on YouTube. It could be Facebook too or Instagram. But boy, nothing good is coming from this freaking platform. People are not getting better. Okay, I take that back too. That's a crazy generalization because obviously there's channels that teach people, hey, you got a fungus, hey, apple cider vinegar works. But when you got YouTube saying, you can't say that, that's not medical, that's misinformation. Like YouTube is the medical industry, which now we've already discovered. Just like many movies that has a crazy scientist. There's always some crazy scientist, psychos, absolutely, playing God. I mean, over and over again. over and over again. And a shout out to all the artists that I have done reactions for. I've tagged them. Some have replied. High Res, he's replied. Tyson James. Can't think of anybody else at the moment, but I'm not sure for most of them, not a reply, not a comment, nothing. Okay. Oh, there's so many people doing it for you. Okay. Or maybe I just don't have enough subscribers. Okay. But see, the only way is for you guys to subscribe, to like, to comment, you know? But, you know, long term, doing reaction videos just because, oh, do this, do that, do that. You obviously don't want real. You don't. And I don't mean live real reactions. You really, either there's a part of your makeup, whether it's your psychology, that you're completely unaware and you don't care. Or maybe there's a part of you, this is some people, right? There's going to be some of good reasons and others for bad reasons. And what I mean by bad reasons is you're maybe entitled, you're demanding, you're unappreciative, those kind of people. You know, like if somebody says you talk too much, hello, did you watch it from the beginning? Nah, I'm sure you just skipped right into the timestamp. So you don't even know it's live. No matter how many times I say it. But, oh, that's not what you want? Okay, move along. Apparently there's 500 people doing reaction videos. I do reaction videos and I will continue to do them when I get the support I need, the real appreciation that I need from my soul. It's not necessarily the bank account. It's all the above. There's many ways to show appreciation. I know. Some of you are like, hey, man, like I'm unemployed, this and that. Totally. But you're not all 9,000. You're not. Right? Or are you? And how are these other channels making money? How are they surviving? How are they paying for, production, producers, directors, having guests on? I can't up my game. Because, see, I won't take a loan out. And I won't sell my soul. I've had a couple sponsors reach out to me, actually more than 2, but they didn't align with me. I'm not going to sell you shit. It's going to be good for you. Period. Whether you like it or not, whether it works for you, not everything, like every product works for everybody. But I sleep good at night because I stand true. And I know most people on YouTube, I don't care who you think that's so wonderful. I will say Jason, I think it's Jason Whitlock. I think he's pretty real, but he has a past where he wasn't so great. He learned. He grew. See, it takes time. But these people, what are they giving back to the audience? What are they giving back? Just pure entertainment, just pure conversation. Again, so that you can hear things that you like to hear, so it makes you feel better. But then it doesn't get you out of where we're all at. I mean, I keep getting these ads from Tony Robbins. Hey, it's a game change. What happened with that book, Tony? That book, was it like 8 years ago? About money. He's going to show you how to make money, save money, beat the system, understand the stock exchange. Especially, he would constantly say there with Dean Grazioso, I'm going to teach you how I went from nothing and I was poor and I was struggling, all this stuff. And I'm going to show you how to make money for yourself. And especially during hardships, during a crisis. Never let a good crisis go to waste. What are they getting? Even when they say it's free, it's not free. But it's kind of like Billy Gates, okay? Where he has investments in the TV networks. So if he wants to talk, even if they're not interested in him, he pays for our bills, our salary. So we're going to put him on and we're going to listen to him and we're going to make him sound like he's a scientist and an expert at that. What the See, and instead of people coming at me and giving me stupid ass comments, not all of you, most of you are awesome, but some that do. Why don't you go to The View and do that shit? Can somebody show me that? Why don't you bitch at YouTube and tell YouTube to take down all these people that don't care about you and they think they're better than you? That's the other reason why I loved having Dr. Shiva on. I still watch some of his content, not all the time because I just don't have the time. But especially when he's going to talk about something that I haven't heard yet, another angle or insight, because he does the research. And I don't just listen to him. I don't go, oh, whatever he says. I go, where do you get that information from? And I do a deep dive. But see, it doesn't matter. Who cares if we're all sitting around going, I know better. Oh, I know that. All of it's half fake. History's fucking made up, hidden. So we're in a world that at this point, everybody should know that you're being used. Nobody cares. Okay, again, I'm exaggerating. Obviously, some people care, but it's not the majority on the social media platforms. Now, that's a fact. And then what happens? Life doesn't improve. Yet we are still the majority. I don't care how many subscribers the beast has and how many views he gets. There's still a bigger number that doesn't watch him, follow him, that has all the power and the control. But we don't do it. I'm just going to keep watching it because I'm bored or I got nothing better to do or there's nothing better to watch. Whatever your reasons are. No. Everything we do, every second of where we put our attention on makes the difference in our personal life and the people around us and then some. It's a ripple effect and they know it, which is why they're going hard, real hard on anybody who doesn't say or do what they want them to do. So call out the people that you watch. Tell them, what are you doing for me? I'm a subscriber to your channel. I'm a member, whatever it is. I tip you, I super chat you. Ask them, what am I getting? What are they going to tell you? You know what they're going to tell you, most of them? Entertainment. Great. So let's just keep doing it. What's the sound of, what's the definition of insanity? To do the same thing, expect different results. See, so I don't feel sorry for people that are literally not putting their eyeballs where is good for them and for everybody around them. A community base. An ecosystem like any other system in our world that has to work together to survive and thrive. So here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I had talked it in my mind, but since we are live, I was like, I should have done these bullet points because I want to make sure I cover this, that, and that. But here I am right now, and I really think that I said enough for everybody to get a real clear idea. It's not about me. It's about telling these people to give back. That entertainment is not cutting it. What are they actively doing? The president. I told you guys before, and that's the other reason why I'm not so popular, apparently, because I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear, and I'm not going to tell you a lie. Like, for example, remember how they were, they've also, besides the medical, jabby, whatever the fuck, right? It was also remember that? Where I was like, it's not that I'm not going to adhere to my right to free speech, whether it's a law in America or it's a God-given law, a animal instinct law. You can't stop my thoughts. You can ask me to stop what I say, but you can't stop my thoughts. So what's the difference? Don't you want to know what's on my mind? That's how you know. That's how you see something coming. A sound, right? It's a survival instinct. And everybody else has got to get toughened up and deal with it. Get a grip. Because at the end of the day, who cares what your neighbor says? If you got to milk the cow and you got to feed your 6 kids, you know what I'm saying? You can't afford the luxury. So everybody's been in a situation where they're just completely detached from reality. Everything's a lie. Everything's smoking mirrors. But yet you're still organic. You still have to go to the bathroom, right? If something happens to you, you might have to go to the doctor. All kinds of stuff that you actually need to do in order to live. And no matter how much money you have or success, quote, success, or follower subscribers, popularity, without health, you got nothing in this life. Okay? All right. So seeing those things like those kids mentally, physically destroyed, and people still watch them, What does that tell you? Who are these people watching? I know you're not a happy person if you're watching that kind of content. I know for a fact you cannot watch that content and be a good person and be happy. No way. So, of course, then what do we have? We have a big epidemic of mental health care. And everything's fixed with a pill, a drug. Nothing healthy, not vitamin C, right? Not something that's really good for you. And then we got people like Joe Rogan, right? Who he talks all the time about taking psychedelics, right? Although it's, from nature, it's shrooms, whatever it is. Guys, just because he does those things, just because he has millions of viewers or followers and whatnot, or he's got a platform, he's got a lot of visual and hey. The guy's flipped and flopped about his ideas all the time, which is normal, right? We all grow. We all can change our mind. But I know, for those of you who know me, who've been around enough to know, I have worked with the esoteric. Deep dive with all kinds of religions. Connected the dots, did the research, tried it myself. No drugs. Because see, that's what's funny. I figured, you know what? I don't think I could handle. I know instinctually that's opening something that I might not be able to handle. I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not God. I'm not even a demigod. You get where I'm coming from? So I just go, wait. There's got to be a way to be enlightened or to see more, to have more empowerment, to be more connected to your instinct or to grow your instinct like a muscle and make it better and better by trial and error, by listening. By realizing, I shouldn't have ignored that feeling. You feel me? And then what happens? Oh, you think you're just going to take some hallucinogen or whatever? DMT, whatever it is. And all of a sudden no, you don't. Did anybody even prep you to what you might see? They've all talked about these little creatures they see or they talk to. They're like, these gnomes or these like. I can tell you that's somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. And thinks it's a game. It does not bring you closer to each other. It doesn't. Even when you're like, oh man, yeah. Like, look at Mike Tyson. Even Mike Tyson said he did it. He's like, yeah, ever since I did it, I stopped going to the gym. I don't fight anymore. That was years ago, right? And then did that fight already happen? Because I don't really follow it. But wasn't he supposed to fight? Was it Logan? See, I don't follow those guys. But, I see it on Twitter, whatever, I hear about it. What happened? Did it happen yet? Let me know in the comments. I'm so glad you're joining me. And if you're here, please smash that like button. Because at least it's like telling them we want to be heard. We, the people. I don't care what side of the fence you're on because I'm all about you. Not a side. I'm about you. I'm about us. I want my neighborhood. I want my friends. I want us to thrive. I want to tell them how to make their life better or anything they're having an issue with, whether they're having a bad day or not feeling too hot or whatever it is, or whatever hardship they're going through. Because if they're happy, I'm going to be happier instead of hearing them complain all day or crying, right? For a minute, it's okay, but not for days and days and months. So see, when we help each other, it's like a garden. I always love to use that analogy with the gardens or even cooking in the kitchen. But like when you're taking care of all the plants and they're all different, they all have different needs, different amount of water they need, or sunlight or space between them or certain weeds or, introducing, biological ways of controlling pests and anything that can harm them or help them thrive, like copper wires, right? We can go on and on. And you walk in this garden, you're like, wow, what are you doing in your garden? It's so beautiful. It's so luscious. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a group effort. So with all this technology of, we can just talk to each other in a millisecond. Like I said earlier, I will repeat it again. Twitter is not the public square because people in my face don't do what they do on this platform. And I know there's many people, other content creators that have said similar. Like we know that. It's like, you wouldn't do that. But see, even the people that you love that talk all this shit here, that you're like, they're just being attacked. They got a troll. They got a hater. How many of us actually see them on the street? Do we know how they actually treat people? Do we know if they have the balls, the cojones, the oomph, the guff, the chutzpah to say what they say, even on their platforms? I know for a fact that the reality is I'm usually the only person that speaks up when I see something wrong, and people stare at me like I'm crazy. It wasn't always that way. Before it was a couple of people. Now it's nobody. So everybody's turned into whatever you want to call it, a chicken. No hate to chickens, because I love chickens. I think everybody should have chickens in their backyard or anywhere you can have them. Anyway, I want to see your live chat. And yeah, I was going to, you know what? That's it. Because you know what? I'm going to go further over. But anyway, I thank you for being here. I thank you for listening to this. Share this content. Sharing is caring, my friends. Let's show people that there are real people out there, that they don't know I exist because I didn't sell my soul and never will, ever. I know you guys will be like, oh, really, Olga? Maybe once you get to 100,000 subscribers. Never, ever. Because even Tucker Carlson's like, before I didn't know, but now I know. Okay, well, Tucker, I knew. Right? So I'm not the only person that knew. Many of us have. We got ignored. We got laughed at. Whatever. I at least have a track record of people helping people, empowering them. What do these other talkers have? Okay, they found out to make a living online. That's great. But what are you, just like the medical institution where the hospitals are a business and they benefit from you being sick? Do you understand me? And then they're also fucking pussies anyway because they can't say shit. I just saw a clip from a comedian who really was speaking some truth. I didn't pull that up. I guess I'll talk about it, share it with you guys later. I've reposted it. Check out my Twitter feed. I reposted her little clip from when she was on the podcast, whatever. And as soon as they talk about the Jays or anything, see right now, anything I say, even if I'm saying something good about them, you feel me? Yeah, that's why we're going to go to locals here in a minute. Who's with me? Thank you guys. I thank you so much for your love. But again, the link to become a member, well, on locals, I just posted that on locals. I mean, on the live chat, I pinned the link to join me on locals here. I'm going to take a quick break, about like 5 minutes or so. And then I am going to be live on local stream. But here's the link to becoming a member on YouTube. It's up to you. I'm going to include both memberships. As soon as I hit 100 between locals and YouTube, we're on. And then I'll put a vote up to see what next one, because I did want to do Liliac, but I'm telling you, I'm not doing squat until people put their money where their mouth is. Because if not, I get it. You don't give a shit. Then I don't either. I'm totally with you. Why pay for it when you can get it for free? And there's other 1,000 reaction channels. And I was hoping, I still think that hopefully you guys really enjoyed my reactions. But I wonder if it matters what I look like. Because if it doesn't matter what I look like, I'll just come in with a baseball cap, no makeup, you know what I'm saying? Put my glasses on and just do the reactions. I'll do it like between my appointments or early in the morning or something when it's convenient for me. Where it costs me nothing practically. Just bang it out real quick, 10 minutes. That's what you want, right? 10 minutes? No. This channel has the potential to be extraordinary. Extraordinary, not because of me, because what I can do with your help, the guests that I could have on this channel, the kind of conversations. So be ready. Next week, I'm not sure yet what day, because I have to work. But as I get members, as I get more traction, more subscribers, then I'll be able to dedicate at least one day, the same day every week at a certain time, if that's what you guys prefer. I'm for it if I can. I'm for it. It takes two to tango, baby. That's number one. Like, you get it. But I have been working on a script. I've been writing down different interviews that I've been watching. and how I'm going to screen share. But I'm going to have it where I don't want any wasting of time. Again, if I had a producer, this would already be done. But I'm going to show you like how the interviewers don't really ask the right questions, how they don't react the way we all want. They don't speak for us. So I'm going to take a bunch of the interviews, Jack Dorsey, and I'm going to show you how these people react, whether it's Tucker Carlson, whether it's Trump, all of them. I have a list so far of 10 people, and I'm going to do back-to-back, some short clips. But I'm going to show you what it would be like to actually be a journalist, interview them, and how their responses, how we can go further. That's where I want to take this. And remember, any day for no reason, no explanation, YouTube can delete you. So make sure to follow me on Rumble. Look me up, Olga S. Pérez. I'm everywhere you can find me. Email me. Because if anything happens to me, I'm not coming back and starting a new channel. I've seen other YouTubers do that, and they've, like I think Andrew Tate did that. And in no time, people came right back. But for me, I'm not starting all over again. I'm not. If anything, I'll just stay on Rumble. So even if you guys don't watch Rumble, go there and at least click a follow. And that way, if you're like, what happened to Olga? Where is she? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you have to watch. Actually, no. I think you should. Obviously, it helps my algorithm for you guys to watch the same content here than on Rumble. But shit's hitting the fan. It's been hitting the fan. And now with the election season, right? Going back to what I said at the beginning of the stream about Alex Jones. Everybody still believes that you have a chance, that your vote counts. You got to know that no. They're trying to make you believe that, right? Because remember, they still need the audience's approval because they don't want a Marie Antoinette happening in the U.S. Do you feel me? See, we're going to go, I'll be totally transparent over on Locals. But before I head over there, hey, welcome D3. Follow up with you. I hope to see you on Locals here in a few minutes because I wanted to ask you about some of the content you were posting over on Locals. And I didn't know because when I asked, like, what kind of content do you guys want to see more of on Locals besides like this restreams and the other coffee talk and stuff that I do? I'm not sure if you want me to talk about your articles over on Locals or on YouTube. So anyway, let's clarify that over on Locals in a minute. I hope to see you there. If not, we'll continue the chat. Hey, Dale Rose. Went over to Rumble and found that I unfollowed you for some reason. You know what, Dale? Thank you for saying that because I'm telling you, it's been sitting like at 4:30, and then I'll have like 4:34, and the next day 4:33, and the next day 4:34, and then I'm like, and then finally last week I was like down 4. I literally reached out to Rumble and I was like, what is going on? I have seen it with me where I follow people on Rumble and then I look for their content and it shows that I unfollow them. I'm like, I never unfollowed them. Do you see what I'm talking about? Talk about gaslighting and making us more think that we're freaking nuts. We're not nuts. So don't be like distracted by me talking to you like if you're sitting right here with me, like I would for my best friend, family member, whoever. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not the words, it's the feeling that can communicate more than anything. So I hope you can feel the level of shit that we should not tolerate. And I don't have to be, politically correct about because it ain't about politics. There's 2 lanes in life. The truth and the lies. You feel me? And whether you don't like the truth, they don't say the truth sets you free for no reason. Now, maybe some of you aren't ready for it. I get it. Everybody's ready at their own time. But at least as long as I live and as long as I have a way to talk to you guys, this is what's coming out. What's on Locals? It's a restream, Sama. That's where I'm unfiltered. Here we go. I'll screen share it real quick. So have you heard of like Patreon, those kind of platforms? But I think this one's better, safer, more user-friendly, although I'm not 100% about, say that's another story. But let me make sure, can you see? No. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hold on. I'm in the wrong window. Here we go. So this is locals. So it's Olga S. Pérez, or actually, whether you look up Olga S. Pérez, again, the link is in the description. The link is also in the live chat, but it's PérezPatriots.locals.com. I'm going to take a quick break, 5 minutes. I'll be right back. And so you're going to see me live right here. So if you haven't signed up, sign up. Become a member. It's a coffee. What, you can't buy me a coffee today? For God's sakes. And again, I could sit here and show you the kind of bullshit that I'm getting, that I don't care what everyone's like, oh, they won't do that. They won't demonetize anyway. That's no. Especially because when YouTube just got out of their way and I've tagged them about a video from 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And now they're not even responding to it. And it's like, oh yeah, sorry, not sorry. It's like, oh really? And I'm going to do what you want me to do so that you can make money off of nothing good for me or for the audience. Are you hearing this shit? It's like giving you a pizza with poison and wondering why you have bad side effects after you go to this restaurant. Something like that. Can you see this? I mean, just look at this. Oh, shoot. I just noticed I didn't even monetize this live stream. Do you see what I mean? If I was all about the money, I would have made sure I did all this. But regardless, look at this. Look at this. Partially blocked, uneditable copyright. Look at this. Dispute rejected. I can go on and on. I'm done. They're not getting my blood for nothing. You guys have all the power. I'm here for it, for you. Nobody else. And anybody who's got real cojones, reach out to me. I'd love to have you as a guest or have me as a guest on your show. Because it's not about demolishing them. It's having them be honest and accountability. Not just, oh, Fauci this person that. You too, bitches. When you're all fucking just talking and telling everybody what they want to hear. Where is that getting any of us? The conversation's over. And as you can see, with Alex Jones, with YouTube, with everything, they're coming after people, trying to shut it down. They're trying to make everybody believe in what I'm about to tell you is the gravy. That's going to be on Locals. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your comments and your love. I'll see you over on the restream. Follow the links and live chat in the description below. And remind me if I get a little sidetracked about the gravy, specifically with what's coming on this. We all have a choice and we matter in a vote. You feel me? Okay. I love you. I really do. You can feel it. You know when it's not fake. All right, guys. Again, I'll see you in Locals in about a few minutes, okay? Join me on Locals. If not, but you should. Come over to the other side of Locals. And until next time, much love. I'll see you over there.